Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things already rolling. Watching, there's very little room for debate when it comes to Andrea Pirlo's legacy in the game of football. He made that deep-lying creative position his own.
Although I believe it was something that happened almost by accident.
Pretty happy accident.
Yeah, it seems he started out as a number 10, but he didn't have the necessary pace or physicality, so he just dropped deeper. Now his game is all about stepping up at the right time, picking the most perfectly measured through balls, and he's nailed it.
That has been cut short. Pirlo. Fiore. And the pass is intercepted. Toma. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Might be danger here. Patience, the overwhelming virtue in this game so far. Soma. And it's Kagawa. This is a promising build-up. Driving through the middle. Gattuso defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. It's Vieri! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Japan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Vieri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Fiore's cross.
That was well seen too.
He's having a pop! He would have been quick to recover this. He'll try to keep this alive. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Chance to shoot! No, just not quite.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And this is Vieri. Shoots! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Italy with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence. Kubo has it in a wide position, and he's certainly onside here. Kubo!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Spread it left. Italy are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Yeah, ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. And he is dashing away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Passing is crisp and sharp. Real chance! Kubo! And he's following up! Chance! There's a goal! Japan are level! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Japan restore parity.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Totti, good driving run. Maldini is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Good read, needed to be. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And he was quick to react. Mitoma. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So your views on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Japan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 15. Viene sostituito con
The second half then, just getting going.
Japan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Mitoma. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Totti. Vieri, looking to add to his goal. Yoshida. And Endo. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Can he find the finish? There could be trouble. In he goes again! Goal! Japan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Kagawa. Distributed tidily.
Japan are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Mitoma! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, that has not gone well. Tries to play it through. Pirlo, the conductor, the central piece to his team's attack. Soma. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Vieri. Tries to pass it through.
Italy really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Gattuso demonstrating his defensive quality there. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
Real takes a shot! And that's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a double. finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than...
And can he finish it? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Maldini. Well, that's a good run down the left. And it's Del Piero. Del Piero ploughing through the middle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And this is Del Piero. He's having a shot! And he hits the net. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 20.
So we have movement on both benches.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Just 1 minute now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Massaro.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And a chance! Another big chance that gets away.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And he can clear it away. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And that could set him on his way. Yoshida can get it clear. And they're back on the ball again. Massaro. It's out for a goal kick. Ito. That is good progress on the left. Into the last 5 minutes. And he's managed to get free. And it's Tanaka.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Kagawa. Del Piero. That is good
Ci
alertness.
saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Oh, he's gifted it to the... Del Piero! And yes, it's there! They have stolen level at the last! An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Ito!
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 18.
Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Kagawa goes short. Oh, well played. Nothing in it still. We move to extra time. So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a brief break, and then we will be back for more. Into extra time we go. Japan pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Del Piero. That's really well manoeuvred. The referee's awarded a free kick. Showing great feet there. It's a loose ball. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He's in a great position here.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Takes the shot! Against the crossbar! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
Duan. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Roberto Baggio. And here's Sola, and Sola! Oh, that could be pivotal! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And wow, he has given that a right old hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Duan. And it is half-time in extra time. So this is it, one goal in it, and we're down to the last 15 minutes. Everyone on their last legs. Can there be one final twist?
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 10, Pirlo.
And so the last chance to find a winner. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Endo. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Great vision. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Del Piero. And it's Inzaghi. Now that's well seen too. Japan could be just about done here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Ito. Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, good-looking ball. Inzaghi might just make this. Endo. Ito. Opts to play it back. And it's Endo. Nesta gives no quarter whatsoever. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, good spread. He has found the way through. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Is their second corner of the game. He's having a hit! Oh, split significant reaction.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. That's it, the referee says enough. Japan can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Things really are heating up here ahead of what we've always known will be a crucial game. At stake, a seat at a higher table. This, an opportunity to put down a marker to make a statement of intent. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're very much on the way now. Well, there is no one here, Jim, who's surprised to see Wesley Sneijder in the starting lineup.
Yeah, and I think they'll be looking to him to provide all the creativity again here. OK, he may not go box to box, and he is going to require everyone around him to do all the running for him, but with his skill on the ball, he'll make it happen. He'll pick them out.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Kluivert has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Terrific effort! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Spread it left. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Now it's Kluivert. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And it's Minamino. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that was vital. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach.
Memphis Depay! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that's clear-cut. It's a free kick.
Kubo.
Can he get it through? Spread neatly.
There they go, hunting again.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here. Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
Kubo. And he can thump it away. Toma. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Count. And he cuts out the supply. Japan still without a single shot on target. Great pressure, plenty of it. Schneider. And here's Depay. It's Memphis Depay. Off the post. He's done very well to get to that.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out.
Kluivert! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Kluivert is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Minamino. No, he's not going to get any further than that. And it's been played through. Space for him to turn and look. Lofted, towering header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Count is there, and he can pick it up. Ooh, perfectly measured that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's made its way to him. Gakpo. Gakpo! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Corner number 3 coming up. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Shot, surely! Goal, the Netherlands! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
The first breakthrough.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Japan do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Minamino. Minamino powering forward here. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
It's a pretty loose pass. De Jong getting this one clear. And the counter is on. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Memphis Depay is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Depay. Mitoma. He's a sharp little ball here. Maida. Maida! And the keeper couldn't hold it.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them.
3 minutes at a time.
Oh, sweet feet. He has found the way through. Kubo! Dispatched clinically. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That was a given. It always was.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So they... Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far, so it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
And it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Tries to pass it through. Great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's having a pop! There was plenty of power on that. The Netherlands get their fourth corner. And now they can clear their lines. Japan are looking to go forward now. That ball looks a good one. Tries a shot! Goal! Japan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter.
And the shot! What a save! Terrific reactions! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Now it's Minamino. Oh, he's having a go! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Mitoma. That is a great pick out. Can he finish?
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Ball's played through. Gakpo receives it in a wide position. They're up to 5 corners now. Cleared without hesitation. Oh, that's ambitious. They've got to be quick to recover this. And it's De Jong. He's having a hit! Brilliant by De Jong! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper.
Japan have a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Substitution for Japan. Number 15,
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 20, Kubo. Number 8, Minamino. Number 17,
Verbruggen is there to
coming on the
clear.
field, number 11, Ito. Number 14, Doan.
Endo.
Number 22,
Who saw this
Tanaka.
coming? Extraordinarily,
Number
they have been
21,
denied
Ito.
as late and as
Substitution in
dramatically
progress.
as can be. And he goes for a shot! Goal! Japan! And they get themselves in front! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
And very quickly, oh, great chance! And the keeper's done brilliantly to thwart him.
Ah, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, that looks a decent ball. Threads one in. Van Basten.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Ito. Ito. Looking for options for movement. And this is Depay. He is... And the finish! And the shot! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Pass is just off target. Reinders. That's destined for the flank. And here's Depay. Nice interception, well timed. Doan, given the lift of his goal. That ball looks a good one. Oh, what a ball! Here's Ito! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response, it's Van Basten! Fantastic from Van Basten! That is a gem! An absolute gem! With so little time left, grandstand finish! He just absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
The Netherlands give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Lovely bit of skill. He's found the way through.
Has been indicated.
Oh, that's neat. Tanaka. Ito. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. He's shifting through the gears here. Showing good feet. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Now, this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time
And a
for.
quick reminder
Good
today
evening to
that
you.
Parking in the area around the stadium is strictly forbidden. Please use parking provided by the club or any other...
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Takes a shot! It's hit the upright. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And he was alert to it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's a sharp little ball here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Little pass back. Mbappe. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Partey. Looking for a chance for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on. Oh, what has happened here? Bellingham! Sharp and fitting, but not quite.
Bellingham certainly made the right decision there to hit it first time. I had the feeling he might try it the way the ball arrived.
Suso. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. He's in a great position here. That's very neat. Space for him to turn and look. Raul Moro. And he's in on goal. So much time and shoots! And he has his goal! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Played back. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Bellingham clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Raul Moro. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Threads one in. Oh, he's found support out wide. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
Okay, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach.
Looking to play him in. Great chance! Now, who's going to be... Oh, he's been caught napping.
Guipuzcoa are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front.
Raul Moro! Camavinga clears it away. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. You knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And here's Forlan. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. He's having a pop! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Maradona gathers from the goal kick.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Partey. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Bojan Krkić makes a move down the right. And that should get the job done. So what can they make of this? That's good running with the ball. And he's worked it through. This looks promising. He's picked his way through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Maradona. And here's Bellingham. Oh, that looks a decent... It's Forlan! Oh, what a big quick... Oh, he's been caught on it here. And one more try! Can he get on the end of this? That's the end of the first 45. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Look, it all comes down to taking your chances. That's a lead which is hard to justify, but they found a finish, unlike their opponents.
So it has been pretty frantic here. Everybody eagerly awaiting the start of the second half. And we are back on the way.
Buzqua definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Lovely bit of skill. Oh, that's delightful.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking for the run. Raul Moro.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Bellingham. And it's Koundé. Here's Maradona. He won't be happy with that one. Suso. And he's picked out the run. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Camavinga did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Camavinga. Played back into the centre. And that is expertly dealt with. Still just a single goal between the sides. Now it's Suso. Oh, that's fabulous. He might be in here. Forlan. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now, what about a counter-attack? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, well played, well played.
Well, that's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Pinches it off him. Half an hour gone in the second half. Steaming on goalwards. There's the shot!
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Knocks it into space. Big chance! Oh, and it's come back out to him. And we have our very first corner.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 7, el dorsal 18, el dorsal 35, el dorsal 9, el dorsal 3.
Tries one from range!
Sustituidos por el
And that
dorsal
could come
16,
back to haunt them.
el dorsal 6,
What a chance. It looked to me like he just changed his mind at the last second
el
there.
dorsal 2.
Oh, that's a key interception. Pressing high and with purpose. Good running, strong and purposeful. That's a good ball out wide. Ah, such a clever touch. He's found a way through. Just 5 minutes left.
Jabuzqua can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Very much into the last knockings. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. He's in plenty of space here. That's tidy. Sandro Ramirez. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then. Takes a shot!
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that was nowhere near his best. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This fella, Martinez, is the latest striking talent to emerge from Argentina, and the way he likes to operate from deeper positions draws comparisons with some of the very finest from his country. More of an auxiliary striker in my view, though. Wants the ball to feet, and he's better playing off the centre forward, so he's someone to watch.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Now it's Vargas, distributed tidily. He's through here. And the keeper takes decisive action. And he's quick to snatch it back. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Looking to play him in. McAllister is the team's great visionary. And he's been shifted off it. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Pass somewhat off target. Paredes.
Argentina are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Granit Xhaka. He's a sharp little ball here. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Almada. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's a good run he's making there. Can he get it through? And he's there to clear it. Point-blank header! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Zakaria. Just eases him off the ball. Nicely aimed pass. Fernandez. Big chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Now, who's going to be first to this? Argentina have reclaimed it. Almada will not want to... And he shoots! Goal! Argentina! Oh, the deftness of touch. Received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
Número 11.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Argentina leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. And they can counter here. Nice looking ball. Chips it through. Martinez! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Martinez really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Zakaria.
Argentina really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Space for him to turn and look. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Ricardo Rodriguez. Freuler. He's found a way past. Looking for the run. Armada.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Martinez. And the finish! Denied by an instinctive save.
Martinez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. How would you review the first half?
Argentina definitely happy with the way they've gone about things in the first half. Could they have turned more of their chances into goals? They can't let that be their regret now.
Argentina can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score.
Aquí están ambos equipos preparados.
So let's get the ball rolling. Argentina leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Stood up well to him there. Paredes. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rodriguez attempts a clearance. That's a throw. Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Rodriguez defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Engages and forces him off the ball. Senesi. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Messi. It's a promising position. And this is Messi. Ah, such a clever touch. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Looking for options for movement. McAllister cuts it out.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Now it's Vargas. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Martinez, looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Now it's Vargas, and that's another good win of the ball. Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And the shot!
Se está realizando un cambio.
Switzerland can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defence.
There's the shot! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Freuler. Now it's Vargas. The ball has bounced loose now. Now it's Martinez. Argentina have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly. Switzerland
goes for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Switzerland making further changes here and in quick succession.
Cambio.
Rodriguez has it out wide and in space. Plays it in low, and it's slung out wide. Messi. Can he spark a counter here? Aimed beyond the defence. Akanji. 75 minutes played. And that was asking for too much. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Freuler!
Switzerland really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
This looks promising. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
No, that's been intercepted. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Messi. He's shifting through the gears here. Martinez is onto this. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Argentina presented with a golden opportunity here. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Argentina are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Okafor. And he's really put himself on the line here. And it's been taken short. Tries to pass it through. And this is Xhaka. A lot of space ahead of him. Opts to play it back. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Couldn't squeeze it through. Knocks it into space. Simeone.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al
Turns
tiempo
back here,
reglamentario.
probably the best option. Oh, what a mistake! Shoots! And for a moment, time stood still.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, a gilt-edged chance! And he's in on goal! And that is as far as it goes. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Well, this is just joyous. The perfect backdrop as both sides look to clear the first hurdle. Supporters here in terrific numbers, so will they be going back happy at the end of 90 minutes? And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. Mukoko! Goal, Germany! And they're back in front. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Germany have their lead. He's found a way through. Space for him to turn and look. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Mukoko must have made the worst possible choice there. It was crying out to be released left.
That is ended up in no man's land. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
This looks promising. And he's managed to get... It's Werner! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Kimmich with the short one. Adeyemi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Witz! Real chance! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Germany are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a
big chance! One Mukoko! Oh, he's been... and one more try! Oh, he's won it! The goal to end it all! Mukoko at his razor-sharp best there.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And with... A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Musiala tries a shot! Goal! Germany! That is how you do it! A goal to launch his new life, his new chapter. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Germany leading now. Sucic is in a really good position out wide. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Can he get it through? Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's shifting through the gears here. Mensah! And it's in! Two! And we've barely begun here. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Germany now in a position far more desirable.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Tries to get it clear. Takes a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Threads one in. Now it's Wirtz. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's quick to get rid. And he's only too happy to take that back. Sutalo did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Pass somewhat off target. And it's Perisic. Knocks it into space. And that was asking for too much. Modric. Sucic. And here's Pasalic. And this is Perisic. Aimed beyond the defence. Perisic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Wirtz! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Kimmich goes short. Sané! Now, who's going to be first to this? And this is Sané. Croatia have the chance to go the other way. And here's Wirtz. Mukoko! Pasalic. And it's Pasalic. That's Perisic. Sutalo. Not the most convincing of passes.
This is the time you need that pace.
Always onto this. Mukoko finding himself in space.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. Kimmich with the short one. Musiala! And now they can spring out of defence. Vuskovic, Modric, and Gvardiol. And it's Stanisic. He's a sharp little ball here. It's played through for him. Sucic. And Stanisic. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Lemaitre. Oh, that pass isn't the best. This looks promising. Nice control. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's hit the post. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Pavlovic. Germany heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Stanisic. Modric. Now it's Perisic. Oh, well played, well played. Lemaitre. So, what can they make of this?
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Sané. Oh, they can break here. And here's Wirtz. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Decent chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Musiala! And he gets rid in a hurry. Perisic, nicely aimed pass. Sucic, great vision. Played out wide. Perisic, he's found a way through. That's the keeper's ball. And the referee has signalled for half-time.
Germany are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Well, who could have predicted a scoreline like this after just 45 minutes? The sides separated by 2. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And he's in on this, having a shot! Oh, he's done it! The goal to end it all! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Germany are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
You